Last week we talked about this Mötley Crüe, Def Leppard, Poison, Joan Jett tour.
Yes.
Stadium tour. And the whole time I was wondering, how much are tickets going
to be? I heard about this.
And because I was like, to get them to, agree to do this.
Travel together.
It's like they want to, each of the top, Mötley Crüe and Def Leppard, each command a few million a night.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, how many nights is this going on for?
Many nights. Like 25 at least, I think.
So they're making back that much money from this?
Well, wait till you hear these prices.
Sorry.
So I was very curious, and I wanted to know the direct prices, not like the resale. Mm-hmm. What prices what's the face value? What's the promoter setting the prices for? And so I went to Ticketmaster. I did the research, folks.
Not Lamb Goat.
This was all me. And
Lamb Goat gets guest list for that show. They don't need to look up how much the tickets cost.
This is a little out of Lamb Goat's range. They're more like metal and hardcore, hair metal.
No, they don't
really
branch out
cover
that
too
much. Interesting. Blabbermouth.
Definitely blabbermouth coverage. So the cheapest tickets. So they're, by the way, I want to mention, they're mostly playing baseball stadiums. Mm-hmm. They're playing, like in New York, they're playing Citi Field. DC Nationals Park.
Did they have to book around the Jew rally at Citi Field?
Are they doing that this year?
I don't know.
Well, this is next summer.
Also, it's to when the Mets are on like the road trip or something.
Right. Coors Field. Is that a football field?
That's a baseball.
Oh, that's a baseball
Colorado
field? Okay.
Rockies.
Oh, so yeah, this is all baseball fields.
Mm-hmm.
So the cheapest venue to get... First, I wanted to see what the lowest price ticket was. Like
in the country.
In the country. Like where are the cheapest nosebleeds? And I have to say, I'm surprised to say it's at Petco Park in San Diego.
Wow. Yeah, that's a very pricey town.
Yeah, exactly, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. So, and then I started thinking, like, maybe it's
how
because...
much was it?
Oh, it was $55
Oh,
for the ticket.
Okay.
This is the cheapest price. Now, in New York... Citi Field at New York. I feel New York shows have a specific New York tax, and certain venues. I feel like Madison Square Garden tickets will always be way more expensive than any other arena in the area.
Do you mean a literal tax for New York, or you mean just by being in New York it costs?
Just by being in New York, it's going to be more expensive.
Okay.
It's just the tax of being in New York, not a literal tax. No.
I got you.
Yeah, that's what I was implying. So, New York. $89.
Oh, really? I heard it was over 100.
Oh, really?
Maybe after fees.
After fees for sure.
Yeah.
It's at least $25 in fees.
Our pal Lonnie, he wanted to take the wife and kids. That he went. He's like, the cheapest tickets are over $100. I'm taking 4 people. I'm not doing that.
That's the thing. You're not just buying one ticket. Yeah. And so now what blew my mind is where it was even more expensive in Milwaukee, $140 again before fees. So with
the cheapest,
for the cheapest, this is all the cheapest,
wow.
$140, and then the fees. I'm pretty sure it's like a percentage, so it would have to be like $35-$40 in fees. So that's an.
You have all these stats now. You should do a post about this. Just like city by city, here's how much these tickets cost.
I did do a post.
Oh, you did? Okay.
This is what I'm reading from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, Rob just memorized it.
What do you think I'm looking all this up for?
Shame these motherfuckers into lowering their prices or at least getting you on the guest list.
I don't want to go see that.
Well, then you should just stick it to them. Get a guest list spot and then don't show up.
You're right. In Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, we could have had Andy Dick.
Ask for Andy Dick to be put on the guest list at every venue.
Arlington, so that's like outside of Dallas.
Yes.
It is $175 for nosebleed. That would be over $200. The absolute priciest nosebleeds. The worst seat in the house. And literally I was like clicking, you know how you could like zoom in onto the seats now and like go to the last row, like the shittiest seats. Yeah. $226 in Wrigley Field before fees. Shit.
And that's a small park. That's not like even...
Oh, is that why?
Maybe that's why.
So that's why there's less seats, probably. So they have to like hit the, $10 million mark. It's all just numbers on a paper.
Have they gone on sale yet?
Yeah.
And
a lot of these a lot of them was sold out. Some of these venues,
and it's not like sold out, but like a month before the show, they're all of a sudden going to release more.
No, like the tickets weren't available. Like they were either grayed out or, the resale, which just means like it's Ticketmaster, StubHub. It's there. So it was actually very hard for me to find like true face value of the best seats in the house because those went right away because obviously that's what the scalpers are going for. Like if I were to go to one of these shows, which I would not go. Like this package means nothing to me, but it's not necessarily geared to me. If I were to go, I would not go in the nosebleeds. Like if money is an option, if money is not an option,
object?
Money is an object to you, do not go to the show because you're going to go to the nosebleeds. You're going to blow money that you theoretically could be spending on something more useful, and like you're just going to be pissed off because you're so far away from it.
But every one of these bands look their best when you're at the nosebleeds. If you really want to be that close to fucking Vince Neil and Mick Mars,
I'm not saying you want to be front row. You want to be on the floor. You want to see the.
I want to be so far away that I think the Def Leppard drummer has 2 arms. Can we do that?
I would say just spring for good tickets. Like you will not. It will suck. But if you're committed to going, like you will remember the memory much more than the depth that you incurred.
I don't think anyone who is going to go to the show will have much of their memory.
I guess if you're going to get plastered, then definitely get the nosebleeds because you're going to spend most of your money on the booze.
You drink so much that the drummer has 2 arms. You start seeing double.
Yeah.
So I tried looking, and for the most part,
and that Vince Neil has 8 tits instead of 4.
It's like a pregnant cat.
Utters.
Well, apparently their business manager said that some of the members of the band are seeing personal trainers and nutritionists to be in their best shape for this tour. And who could that be? It's Tommy Lee.
Mick Mars' best shape is a question mark, by the way, just so you know.
It's fucking scoliosis.
Poor guy. Poor bone disease.
Round is a shape.
So
he's going to be playing on a gurney.
Clear.
Imagine they're like he was just like, guys, I don't think I could do it. Like, oh come on, Mick, you could do it. Come on.
What you do isn't that hard anyway. Come on.
So the floor seating range, like shitty floor seats, are minimum $350.
Oh my God.
And then in like major markets, $550. These are like for shitty floor seats. Like your back, back 50, 100 rows.
And then like drinks and stuff also cost like $1 million.
Of course. I mean, of course. But that's already the venue. That's not the band. Now, now what are their so then I was like, what are front row tickets?
Oh boy.
Here's the thing. You can't just get front row tickets anymore. They know. Like if you want front row, you're willing to spend ridiculous money. So they make these first 2 or 3 rows now. They immediately block them off as VIP Platinum. So they have this wild side ultimate package. You get to be in the first 2 rows. You do a meet and greet with the band. You get a photo with all 4 members. They have to prop up Mick.
Yeah.
No, he's also on the gurney. They just prop up the gurney.
They're actually they call it.
It's like Silence of the Lambs.
It's one gurney. They're on either side, so they just flip it.
They're not calling it a VIP. They're calling it IVP because you get hit with Mick Mars' IV bag in the front row. Oh, this show is great, honey. He's like, I got hit with a needle just now. What's going on?
Splash.
Oh, somebody squirts. Somebody IV squirts.
It's like a Guar show.
Oh my God.
Mick Guars. He shoots all his deprecating bodily fluids out into the audience.
Oh my God! So it's called the Wild Side Ultimate Package.
We forgot to bring our tarp.
You get you get a photo autograph. You get an autographed Schecter guitar of all 4 members.
Wow.
You get like a personalized merch. The whole works.
How much is this ticket?
And this is just from Mötley Crüe or every band playing?
Def Leppard has their own version of this package.
You get a bag of Vince Neil's lipo
Where
in preparation for
where
this tour.
His nose.
You could purchase the same thing, but you meet Def
Is
Leppard.
it fucked up if I say you get a lock of his dead daughter's hair?
Oh.
Is that fucked up? Should I not say that on the show?
Don't
it's
say
too
it.
far.
We're not recording, right? Go on, Robert. So wait, does Poison also have like a VIP package and Joan Jett has a VIP package?
I don't think they do because it's being billed as a co-headlining tour, by the way.
Okay.
So it's Def Leppard. What's it? The commercials say Def Leppard first.
Okay.
And then Mötley
Nice.
Crüe.
Okay. I like that.
And they're switching off on who closes the show every night because Def Leppard has been touring this whole time, and they're a guaranteed draw. So they have claim to that kind of request, and good for them.
Who still likes Def Leppard?
I mean, I like them more than Mötley Crüe, but I haven't listened to new Def Leppard in 20 years.
Right,
I don't think they play new. They're not even. They're billing
They don't
this
put
as
out
like a
albums.
nostalgia
They
tour.
don't like put out new music.
I like Def. I didn't mean to disparage them.
But
I like
still
Def,
going to see
but
them on tour regularly.
Yeah, do they have that
People
kind
your
of
age
intensity?
that have jobs and can afford these tickets. So how much are these tickets? $4,500. $4,500 for one ticket.
How many has
So-
Eddie Trunk purchased?
What's that?
How many has Eddie Trunk purchased? It's the Eddie Trunk package.
He needs 4 to sit in. The small seats.
He's lost a bunch of weight.
It's
so
for
you
his ego.
Oh,
Yay.
40. So you have to buy 2 at least, right? You got to buy one for the prostitute you invite with you. For
I was about to say these people don't have friends to go
Need
with.
one for Andy Dick. Come over and molest you for a little while.
I should say sex worker. I don't want to demean the sex workers.
What did you say?
Prostitute.
That's
Isn't that a
demeaning? It's like a
isn't it?
synonym, isn't it?
I don't know.
Why is
I want to be
prostitute a bad
respectful.
word?
Rob, text your sister and find out what she
Oh,
prefers.
fuck you. Deuterino in the chat asks, can I get Razzle's blood spattered ascot? That's the ultra VIP package. There's only one of those.
Oh, the very injured person.
So yeah, and the crazy thing is tickets are going like crazy to this thing.
That's absurd.
Tickets are sell. I am curious now though, like, the first show is Tuesday, July 7th. Mm-hmm. Like I want to log on July 7th on StubHub and see how many hundreds of tickets are available. But even still, that doesn't matter to the band. Like they make their money.
Yeah.
Right.
They get guarantees. No, if there's one person you get elevated guarantees once the show hits certain.
Could you imagine
marks.
if there was one person in the audience? Like, would they just still play, you think?
No.
Oh, like in the first 2 rows, just one person and their Schecter guitar.
No, just in the whole Wrigley Field. There's one person sitting there.
Oh my God.
They let that person just come on stage and play with their Schecter guitar.
Sure. Why not?
Fill in for Mick Mars. He's looking for a reason to not perform.
Hey, you're going to replace Mick Mars, but we need people to think it's him, so just bend your spine into a parabola, please.